have never been to Finland, so...
You've never been to Finland?
No, I know. It's crazy.
Where do you live then?
I live in New York.
Yeah.
So I hear that it's always hot and beautiful here all year round. Is that true?
It is. That's what we get all the time.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So how's it been so far? How do you like the event?
It's amazing. So I don't go to a lot of conferences anymore. I don't have a ton of time, but when I do, I like to go to small, intimate events where you can really connect with people.
Yep.
And I think they've done a great job with that.
Very good.
I've met some interesting entrepreneurs, other attendees and speakers, and I like the atmosphere.
Very good. How do you see it from your perspective? Techstars, obviously, it's one of the most famous accelerators, isn't it? So I just checked some statistics of your company and the figures what you have. It was like last year you had in your program there has been like 550 companies. You've raised money like 1.9 billion or something like that.
Yeah, so I think the latest statistics are we've invested in over 850 companies.
Okay.
And those companies have raised over 2 billion in capital.
Yeah.
We also have a venture capital fund, so we're on our third fund.
Okay.
In addition to running our accelerator program. So we're now running 24 accelerator programs around the world, and that includes ones in Berlin, it includes London, it includes South Africa, it includes Tel Aviv, as well as all over the US. We started in a small town called Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
And we were started by two tech entrepreneurs, Brad Feld and David Cohen, really with the thesis that you can build great, meaningful, impactful, and successful companies outside of the Valley. And so you'll notice that of our 24 programs, we don't have any in San Francisco or in the Valley. And the ideology is really that we want entrepreneurs to build businesses where they want to live.
Yeah.
So we have programs in New York, Seattle, Chicago, Austin, Boston, all over the US, and then in the other places I mentioned, but not in the Valley.
That's quite different from the others, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
it is, and I think it's really what compels a lot of entrepreneurs to come into our programs.
Yeah, for sure. I can believe that. What is your background? How did you are managing director, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a very eclectic background. I actually started as a lawyer, and did a little bit.
But you seem nice.
Well, I realized quite quickly that law wasn't for me, but it was a great foundation for what I ended up doing. And I started a company in 2006, and ran that company for a number of years. We actually had offices in Copenhagen because my co-founders were Danish. And after I exited that company, started angel investing, and then got into venture.
Okay. Well, your background sounds that you have your hands in there, or you have had your hands in there, so you know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's something very distinct about Techstars as well. Is most of us are not MBAs, we're not bankers. All the managing directors, the partners at Techstars, we're all entrepreneurs. So the founders of Techstars and all of us who run programs who help entrepreneurs have been in their shoes. So I think that makes us unique as well. I don't think we know where Techstars is going to go, and that's what's exciting about working for a company that's so focused on innovation, is that we don't profess to know where Techstars will be in the next 5 years. Last year, we merged with Startup Weekend. You probably have heard of Startup Weekend. They run in every country in the world, including here in Finland.
Yep.
And so now, we really want to invest in entrepreneurs at all stages of their life cycle. So maybe they have full-time jobs and they go to a Startup Weekend. We want to be there to support them. Maybe they leave their job and they start a company, and we get them into an accelerator.
Yep.
They come out of the accelerator, they need follow-on capital, and we have a fund for that. So we really want to be at all stages. But we don't know where we're going to go. In terms of the ecosystem around accelerators, we actually started something called the GAN, the Global Accelerator Network.
Sorry, it's called?
GAN, Global Accelerator Network.
Okay.
And what that is providing resources and a community to all the people that start accelerators. So we don't see any accelerators as competitors. We see them, we want more accelerators, we want more people. We can't fund all the entrepreneurs out there, so we want more people, more corporations, funding and helping entrepreneurs. So we're very supportive of the landscape. I actually run 2 of our programs for Techstars in different verticals. So I invest in fintech, and we have our fintech program that's starting this summer in New York. I also look at Internet of Things, and that program, our applications are open until July 10th. So primarily I've been here meeting with IoT entrepreneurs. And so it's been wonderful. I've met some really interesting Finnish companies, including one that's displaying over there, I think it's called Nature
Venture.
Nature Venture, yeah. So we're really excited about those guys. They have a social mission, and they're also doing kind of amazing things globally. So interesting company, and yeah, I've seen a lot. What's interesting about IoT is that it touches every vertical. So everything from ag tech to health to robotics to VR. We take a very broad look at IoT, and so even I met an interesting security company here that has implications around IoT. So there were a lot of good companies to meet with.